Coming up on the first pitch, this is Bryce Turang.
The second baseman, number 2, Bryce Turang.
Into center and a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hit.
Runner on the move. Strike in there. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Just missed. Yeah, there's the strike.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Outside. Next pitch is outside. And delivers outside. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the third and final game of the series. Battling here as he fouls it away. Got him swinging for the strikeout. The high heat too much on that one. And now Jonathan Aranda. Right through there for a strike. Just underway from Tropicana Field. Walls. Throw to first in time. Fastball for a strike. And it's 0-1. Runner at second, 2 down. Just off the outside edge. And that is ball 1. This one in the air, right field. Base hit into the outfield. In comes the run from second. And he'll pull into second with 2 gone. So runner at second, 2 down. Kyle Stowers getting ready to hit.
Ball, that pitch is out.
In the air, right field, Bleday on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is that. Back now at the chop for the bottom of the first. And the starter for Toronto, Patrick Corbin. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Got the bat going too soon at strike 2. Corbin measures 6 feet 4 inches, 36 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2009. On to first, and here this afternoon, 2 quickly away in the bottom of the first. 2 outs, base is empty. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, J.J. Bleday. Late with the swing there.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Cracks his bat and pops him up. And he makes the catch. And that will end the second inning set to go. And now for the Jays, Ernie Clement. On the ground, right side. The throw to first. One pitch and one out. Foul ball. 0-1.
0-1.
In the air, left field, down the line, and that one is foul, so we'll try it again. He goes down looking, and now it's Dalton Varsho. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first and hustling for second. Here's the throw. Not going to get him. He's in there.
He was all over that one. Just a great approach. Looked like that was exactly what he wanted to do with that pitch. And right off the bat, he knew he was taking that wide turn at first to head for second.
That's a base hit. Coming home. Fires it to the plate. And he's out.
Right there.
Cut down, and that ends the inning. Bottom of the inning, and stepping in for the Rays, Pete Alonso.
Number 25, Pete Alonso.
That one fouled off.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two. One up, one down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Still able to get it there in time. And they do get the second out of the inning. Here's George Springer. He swings and fouls one off. Two down, nobody on. And that is out of play. That is the inning. Back here in Tampa Bay. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Bryce Turang. There's a line drive to left field. And he can't make the play. So a man on base to start the inning. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Now a quick throw to first. And he's back in there. And that one ripped to left. One down. One out man at first. So up next for Toronto, Jonathan Aranda. He's 0 for 1. And a pitch out, but nothing going on. Quick move to first, and he's back in on a dive. That one is absolutely belted. Can't get there. Should be extra bases. Headed for the plate. And they lead by 2.
Everything came together for him. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
That clips the inside corner for a strike. And a foul ball. One out and a runner at second. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Fights it off. He'll see another. Next offering misses. Now 1-2. Hard liner. Simpson takes it in for the out. 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at bat.
Stowers stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball.
That's ball 2.
And that misses. And the count is 2-0. Just off the outside edge. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the 3rd and final game of the series.
Take your base,
And ball 4, 2 aboard. In the air out to center. Great effort as he's able to haul it in. As we go to the last of the 3rd. And now the catcher for the Rays, Carson Kelly. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
First pitch swing in, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Really nice job staying inside with his hands to fight off that pitch. Man, that cutter was bearing in on him, but he found a way to stay with his.
Barger over to Turang. 1 and 2. What a play. Ben Williamson next to hit for the Rays.
Williamson.
And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on.
No, that's a foul ball.
Clement. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. On to the 4th. And now for the Jays, Addison Barger. That's too low. Ball 1. Barger goes 5 feet 11 inches, 210 pounds, and he was a 6th round draft pick back in 2018. Here's a 2-0. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Springer on the move, and there's 1 down.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the center fielder, number 5, Dalton Varsho.
Fouled off left side. Lined, and that's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Brings it in with a nice running grab. 2 away. Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Now it's the second baseman, Bryce Turang. In the air to left center. Simpson on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Back here at Tropicana Field, here's the Rays leadoff hitter, Chandler Simpson.
Chandler Simpson.
That one the other way. Hauls it in, 1 away.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Swing and a pop-up. Brings it in. 2 down. This is J.J. Bleday.
The right fielder, J.J. Bleday.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
You know, Boog, every team has a hitters meeting pregame, but this lineup seems way too anxious, aggressive. You wonder what they talked about.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Stays alive. And the 0-2. That one's back there. Out of here. He'll take a jog around the bases. Two down, bases empty, but 1 run across. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. High fly ball, right field. Sanchez on the run. And that'll do it. Back now in Tampa Bay. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. This one in the air, center field. Simpson under it. And makes the grab. And there's 1 down.
Ball, that's in.
Just
that
missed.
ball went out.
Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. 2 down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
That one hammered center field. That's got a chance. Caught just shy of the wall. Back here in Tampa Bay, at the plate now for the Rays is the DH, William Contreras. One away. And there's a foul ball.
Boog, it looks like somebody missed the swing sign. That's the first pitch this team's taken for a ball all game long.
Stowers on the move towards the line. And there are 2 outs. And now the batter is Carson Kelly. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Ball, that's out.
Two down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. On the ground to the left. And it goes just foul. Varsho under it. And that ends the inning. All set for the top of the 6th. And now for the Jays, Kyle. Ian Seymour on the pitch out of the pen here.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Waste no time there. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Off the plate inside, ball 1.
Hey!
The 1-1 is fouled off. popped in the air, left field, and there's one down. Now the third baseman, Addison. Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, Mark Vientos. Runner on first with one down for him. Stowers, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Just missed. Grounder might be two. Vargas tossed to second, over to Alonso for the inning-ending double play. Back here at Tropicana Field and stepping in for the Rays, Taylor Walls. Right side, down the line, and it's foul.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Out of here. And we are tied.
Now pitching for
Tommy Nance on the pitch here. Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Rays, Richie Palacios. Line to second, snagged on the bounce. Turang over to first in time. One pitch and one out. So up next, Chandler Simpson. And a foul ball. The 0-1. And it falls. And a man aboard. Pitch out, but no action. The 1-0. Runner on the go. Pitch misses. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Runner goes again. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Safe. Almost made the play, but now it's a one-run ball game. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, J.J. Bleday. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Cut on and miss. Throw down to second. They're in plenty of time. He's caught stealing. Breaks his bat and pops it up. And that's the inning. Back now in Tampa Bay. And now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho. So they turn to the lefty in this spot, Jack Dreyer. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball.
Sometimes a hitter will go up there and guess, and it's not just pulling something out of the sky, but expecting because of tendencies a certain pitch in a certain location. He just guessed wrong.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Looking to get the tying run on base. Gets a piece and stays alive. This one in the air, center field. Simpson moving under this one. One up, one down. So now pinch hitter for the Blue Jays, Miles Straw.
And he would be the tying run, Boog, so we may see him try to launch one if he gets a good pitch to handle.
Fly ball down the line. And it had the distance, but slices foul. The 0-1. Swing and a miss at a slider. Dreyer measures 6 feet 2 inches. He features a slider, a four-seamer, and he occasionally uses a curve. He's got it 2 away now. Back to the top of the order, Bryce Turang next up for the Blue Jays. Bunting, and it's in the air. And that is that. Bottom of the 7th, and stepping in for the Rays, Pete Alonso.
Number 25, Pete Alonso.
Line to right center field. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Now this one gets away from the catcher. Nothing doing. Count moves to 1-1. Straw settles under this one, and there's one down. 1 out, man at first, and here is George Springer. Fought off foul.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Ball, that's low.
Next
Ball,
pitch
that's
misses outside, and it's a full count. 1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. Runner takes off. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one carrying. Hits the top of the wall. The relay, they get the force. 2 away.
Up next for the Rays, the
New arm out of the bullpen, Abner Uribe.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him.
Springer on the run. Swing and a miss. Throw there. Safe. And that one fouled off. Uribe, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. Man on second, 2 down. And that will end the inning. Ready to begin the 8th. Now it's the Toronto Des. And the Rays, they go to the bullpen. Casey Legumina.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Nope. Ball 1.
Strike 2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. 1-2 now. Swing and a ball drilled in the air to center. Simpson under it. And there's 1 away. Tap foul at the plate.
That's a ball.
The Rays holding on to a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still finds a way to get off a throw, and he's going to make it to first, and we'll see how they score it. So here's the cleanup hitter, Alejandro Kirk. Ripped to third and caught.
They couldn't have asked for a better out. Makes a great play on the line drive, and they keep the runner at first. Just like that, they're almost out of the inning.
Ball.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Back here in Tampa Bay and stepping in for the Rays, Taylor Walls. Line drive. That's a base hit into right field. And the leadoff man aboard.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Tag. Out at second.
Ball 2.
Aranda. The tag, and he's out.
You're out.
Here's the Rays leadoff hitter, Chandler Simpson. 1 for 3. And it's fouled away. Two down, nobody on. And that's off the inside edge. And now it's even 1-1. Next offering is fouled back. In the air, left field. That one gets down for a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Now he steps off. Nothing going on at first. Here goes the runner. They pitch out. And it's safe. It's a stolen base. Runner at second, 2 down. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. And a pitch out, but no steal, and it's ball 2. Good hitters count the 2-0. Hit in the air, left field. And that is the inning. Back here at Tropicana Field, all set to start the... Inside. And it's 1-0. That misses off the outside edge. Check swing, went around, and it's 2-1 now. Swings through the fastball up in the zone. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. That clips the zone. Strike 1.
Well, so many hard throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch up.
Popped in the air out towards left center. And there's 2 away. So they're down to their final out. Here's the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. This one ripped, but foul to the right. Missing
Oh,
inside, and the count even 1-1.
Inside, ball 2.
The Rays trying to close out a 1-run lead here at the top of the ninth. On the ground, and this should do it. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win, Boog. They turned to him when they didn't have the lead. He kept things steady, and he's rewarded with the W.
3-2 the final score. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.